It's been a minute. This week has just been very chunk. Stop it. You're gonna get plucked. Go lay down. Go lay down. Thank you. So it's been a busy week. Um, just want to catch you guys up real quick because I'm not gonna really post a long video. I've been posting all last week almost. So I just wanted to take a break from posting and just be in the moment. I've been working and still trying to get my house together. It still was recuperating from Thanksgiving. And so on last Saturday, first of all, today is what the hell today? So today is Thursday, December the 12th, 2019. So last Saturday is when I had my IUI. So that day, of course, there was cramping, which was to be expected. And then on Sunday and Monday, I had cramping. It was just like the last time I had the IUI where I had the dull stabbing pains, and then I had and then it will radiate between the front to the back to the front to the back. So that happened. So Saturday was real bad, and then on Monday it kind of tapered off a little bit. Tuesday I started feeling better, didn't have any issues. Yesterday, Wednesday, I didn't have any issues, and today I feel pretty okay. I attended my cousin's wedding today, well, the reception, because I had to work today. So I attended the reception. She was a beautiful, beautiful bride. Um, and the food was good. Um, and so that's pretty much it. I'm just still in my 2 week wait. And my blood my blood test, pregnancy test is not until the 23rd, which is week after next Monday. But I will be taking a pregnancy test on Sunday. Um, Today I also purchased some PDG test strips, which is supposed to test to see if your progesterone levels are elevated. That is supposed to signify that you did ovulate. So if those test strips start showing, if I'm not mistaken, if your progesterone is low, there'll be two lines. And if your progesterone is high, there'll be one line. If I'm not mistaken, that is the case. I will include the information about the PDG test strips that I've purchased from Amazon in this video so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. But I believe that's how it works. If it's two lines, then it means that your progesterone levels are low. If there's only one line, then it means your progesterone levels are high. Which means that you technically did ovulate. You're supposed to take the start testing from DPO DPO 7 through 10. So my DPO 7 doesn't start until Saturday. So I purchased the test strips today, so I should be getting them tomorrow, which means that they'll be here in enough time for me to start testing on Saturday. So I'll test on Saturday, Sunday. I believe you only get 7 strips, but for those 7 strips, it's like 40 fucking bucks. But again, you got to do what you got to do. So, but I'll put that information in the description along with, I'll include a snippet of what those test strips look like, what that box and all of that stuff look like. So yeah, I'll start testing on those on Saturday, depending on what that looks like. Like if that line is like, if I have two solid lines, then I probably won't attempt to take a pregnancy test. this weekend. If I have one good solid line and then I have like a faint line, then I may go ahead and take a pregnancy test on Sunday. Either way, I will record what happens with those results. So I will not be uploading a video this Friday, um, just because I've been saturating with a lot of videos. But then again, there's been a lot going on, unexpected, as far as IUI Cycle 2. So, I want to be as transparent as possible. But since I am just in my 2-week wait and I'm just, I haven't really been testing or doing anything, just being in the moment, trying to live as normal a life as I can right now, um, and trying not to stress out about the 2-week wait. Um, but I think that after I take the PDG test, depending on what those results say, um, I may feel um, good or bad. I don't know, because again, that'll be DPO 7 through 10. Um, so we'll see. So once I take those tests, I will be recording that. So 9 times out of 10, probably on Monday, I will upload this video so that it includes the testing of the PDG test strips on Saturday and Sunday. And if those test strips show that my progesterone levels are high, then I will go ahead and take a pregnancy test on Sunday. So all 3 of those tests I will include in the video for Monday. I'm going to go ahead and cut this video short because it's already at almost 8 minutes. So I just wanted to let you guys know that nothing is going on. Everything is fine. I'm feeling good. I'm still feeling confident in this cycle. I still haven't shown you guys the vitamin patches that I've been taking, so I will try to include that in the video for Monday as well. Other than that, that's about it. I hope everyone is having a great productive week. And I hope everyone have a fabulous weekend. And I will see you guys on Monday. Bye. All right, guys, I just wanted to come back real quick because I got the PDG test just today, and I went ahead and took one. So I wanted you to see what those results are. So if it's 2 lines, it means it's negative. If there's 1 line, that means that the progesterone is high. So here's my result from the test. So I'm going to assume that that's high because you can't even see. I mean, the second line is so faint that you can't really see it. Yeah. So, according to the instructions, it says that if you can't really read the test and you're still confused, to send an email with a picture of your test to this info.provetest.com, and they will be able to read it for you. So that's what I did just to get more confirmation for myself. So I am in cycle day 7. No, I'm in cycle day 6. No, not cycle day 6. I'm in cycle day 20, DPO 6. So I'm 6 days past my ovulation. And so I'm going to continue testing up until DPO 10, just to see if this line gets completely, like if it completely disappears or not. So, but I just wanted you guys to see what the PDG test looks like. It's the same as the OPK strips, but again, it works in the reverse. If you have 2 lines here, it means it's a negative. If you have 1 line here, it means it's a positive as far as progesterone. Okay, guys. I will let you guys know when I hear back from them on what they think these results are. All right. Peace out. Hey, guys. So it's been a minute since I've since I recorded anything. Not really a minute. I mean, it's been a week, and I've recorded here and there or whatever, and you may have seen some previous clips before this one. But today is one of them damn days. Sorry, notifications coming up on my phone. Good Lord. Text messages and notifications. Don't they know I'm trying to record something here? Sheesh. Anyway, today is December the 17th, 2019, Tuesday. So as a recap, on December the 6th, I believe, no, December the 7th, I had my second IUI done. So I'm technically still in my 2-week wait. We are 1 week down. Well, no, we're more than a week down, because on Monday, the 23rd, I go in for my blood pregnancy test. So just a little bit about what's been going on. I've been trying to keep busy and trying not to get caught up in all of this testing and stuff like that. But in the midst of, tracking my fertility, or tracking my OPKs and tracking all of this stuff and keeping track of my body temperature and all of that stuff, I came across some other things that I wanted to do to kind of confirm that certain things had taken place. So for instance, to confirm that I had ovulated, because I just wasn't sure if that took place or not. So if you guys remember, I used the Pre-Mom app. Well, I use like 3 different apps to kind of track where I am in my fertility process, but the Pre-Mom app is where most of my most of my tracking is being done. And in the Pre-Mom app, you have different types of tests. So you have your LH test, your HCG test, but they also have a tab in there called PDG. I'm not fixing to pretend like I can pronounce what that is, but it has something to do with testing a certain progesterone hormone in your urine. And it's supposed to kind of signify that you actually did ovulate, because in order for this test to become positive, your progesterone levels have to be at a certain level. And this test also determines like how long your progesterone levels are elevated. And the higher your progesterone levels are, the more likelihood that that your uterus is susceptible, open, accepting the implantation of the fertilized egg. So using those strips, it's kind of, it just gives you that extra confirmation that, yeah, I did ovulate, because I was second guessing myself in tracking in my process, and I just wanted to make sure that what I was tracking I was doing it the right way, even though there's more than one way to track your process, but I felt like there was just still another level of certainty that I could provide myself, so that I can make sure that I'm doing all and have done all that I can in order to create an environment for new life to begin, if that makes sense. So I went ahead and I purchased the PDG strips, and no joke, guys, them things are fucking expensive, because for a pack of 7, it's like $40, right? So you're supposed to test from DPO 7 through 10, right? With these tests. and it's supposed the longer that this test comes up as positive for high progesterone levels, the more, again, as I said, the more susceptible you are to sustaining implantation and sustaining a pregnancy. So it kind of gives you a guesstimation on where you are on that spectrum of between when your progesterone levels start to go down, or if they continue to be elevated. Now, if they continue to be elevated, then that means that likelihood you are pregnant. If it's elevated longer than 10 days, then likelihood you could be pregnant. If your positives start going down, like if you see, so for instance, and I'm pretty sure that I've already in the previous clip explained this, but I'll just explain it again. The PDG test works in the reverse on how the LH test or the HCG test, you read those tests. So for the LH test, you're looking for not just 2 lines, but you're looking for your test line to be darker or as dark as the control line in order to confirm that your surge is coming, right? Your HCG test, you're looking for 2 lines in general, albeit how faint or whatever the case may be. If you see that faint line, technically, theoretically, you're pregnant. Well, the PDG test works in the reverse of that, whereas if you have 2 lines on that test, it's a negative. That means that your progesterone levels are low. If you have 1 line on the PDG test, that means that your progesterone levels are high, and that's a positive. So if you're seeing the progression of where you're seeing 2 lines and the test line is slowly getting darker, slowly getting lighter than the control line, that means that your progesterone levels are going up, right? If you test on it and you don't, all you see is the control line, that means you're positive. So I started testing on the PDG strips on DPO 6. So I'm now officially in DPO 10. Yeah, I'm in DPO, no, I'm on DPO 11, I believe. I think. Shit, I'll have the clip in of the test. The test. Whew, Lord, I'm so tired, y'all. I'll have a clip in of the actual test results as they show up in the Pre-Mom app. But I know I've been testing for 5 days, so I may be in DPO 11. But I've been testing on 5 days, and from DPO 6, my progesterone levels have been high, and it continues to be high. As of today, my progesterone levels are still high. And I'm going to continue to test until the day before. So what's today? Again, today is Tuesday. So I'm going to continue to test. I went ahead and purchased another pack of 7. So I'm going to test the rest of this week, and then I'm going to test. So I'll test from today, which is Tuesday, to Friday, right? So if my PDG, if my PDG remains elevated and is still showing positive, then I will go ahead and take another pregnancy test. But so far I've taken 2 pregnancy tests, because as soon as I got that positive on the PDG test. I'm just going to say the progesterone test, because that seems easier to say than the PDG. Okay, for whatever reason, I don't know. She's tired and she ain't trying to figure it out. anyway, on a progesterone test strip, when that came up positive on DPO 6, I went ahead and took a pregnancy test. Even though in the back of my mind I knew that it was too early, I just like, okay, let me go ahead and take a pregnancy test. So I went ahead and took a test. Of course, it came back negative. And so the next day, DPO 7, when I got the positive on the progesterone test strip, I took another pregnancy test, and that came back negative, which I knew it was only DPO 7. Today, again, I believe is DPO 11. And I took a pregnancy test this morning because my progesterone levels is still high. The progesterone test strip is still saying that it's positive, that my progesterone levels are high. But unfortunately, the pregnancy test did come back negative. Now, I am 3 days from AF. So I still have time. I still feel good about this process. Not saying that I have any symptoms or anything like that, but guys, and this may be TMI, but all this week I have been, since probably Sunday evening, midday or whatever, I have been so gassy, like not from the attic but from the basement, okay. Like that kind of gassy. And because I've been getting this horrible gas cramping in like my side, and I feel it in my back, and stuff like that. And today at work I was super uncomfortable because I had to keep going to the bathroom. I know I went to the bathroom at least 3 times just to pass gas, like just to stand in the stall to pass gas. So that's the only thing out of the norm for me. Like I normally have, because of the gastric bypass surgery, like when I gotta go to the bathroom, I gotta go to the bathroom. Be it the number 1 or number 2, is coming. There's no stopping it. There's no can you wait for it? No. Soon as I start feeling it, I need to be heading to the bathroom. But that's not to say that I don't have. So I have. This just seems like a conversation we should not be having. But again, I'm trying to be as transparent as possible with you guys. Anywho, so yeah, I had to go to the bathroom just to pass gas. Not to even use the bathroom, but just to pass gas. So that is the only thing that I've been feeling, like I said, out of the norm for me. Of course, I'm hoping and praying and keeping my fingers crossed that that there is life happening here, and in there, and I'm just prayerful and hopeful that that's the case. Other than that, I don't really have too much else to say. I went to my cousin's wedding. She looked beautiful. And that's probably about it. I work from home on my telework days. And then, of course, on Wednesdays, I go, Tuesday and Wednesdays, I go into the actual office. So I was in the office today. We're having our potluck tomorrow, so I'm going to be making my world famous macaroni and cheese for this potluck. So that means that I need to stop at the grocery store on the way home to get the stuff, and then I need to start cooking almost as soon as I get home, because it takes me between 2.5 to 3 hours to from prep to finish my macaroni and cheese, because I do so much with it. And I mean, it's oven baked macaroni and cheese, but there are several different steps that needs to be taken before it gets to have to go into the oven. And then it's still, once it's in the oven, it still needs to cook there too. So yeah, so I want to I need to stop at the grocery store on the way home to get the stuff for the macaroni and cheese and fix that tonight. And then I am going to get me some, so I ordered me the maximum strength Gas X, because as I said, the gas has been extremely uncomfortable. So whatever way this turns out, that's still an issue that needs to be addressed. So I'm going to try the Gas X and see if that helps it. And if not, then I'm going to have to set up an appointment with my doctor, because yeah, I can't be feeling uncomfortable like this. Like, I can't be leaving my desk when I'm at, it's one thing when I'm at home and I'm in my personal space, I don't have to keep getting up to go to the bathroom. But when I'm in the office, I have a lot of stuff to do, so I can't be leaving out of meetings and stuff like that because of gas. I mean, it's one thing if I am pregnant and everybody knows I'm pregnant and I have to go to the bathroom to use the bathroom. That's, you know, one thing, but I can't keep going to the bathroom just to pass gas. Like, if I have to suffer through the gas through the entire pregnancy, then, you know, of course it is what it is. But I just need to plan accordingly. So if that means I have to take Gas X before going to work or whatever the case may be. But anyway, that's the cart before the horse. Yeah, like right now, like I feel it in my back. Yeah, I feel it in my back a lot. But anyway, yeah, so not to get off topic, I am going to go to the grocery store, get stuff for the macaroni and cheese. I'm going to go home. I'm going to drink my peppermint tea. And I am going to record, finally, the vitamin patches and stuff that I take. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. I'll do that on Monday when I get the test back. Or I may do that in a separate video because, one, this video here is already 17 minutes long. And then two, I want to show you guys the patches when I put them on. And I've already had these patches on since about 5:30 this morning. So I, as I said in a previous video, I normally keep a particular 5 patches on for 12 hours. And then when I take those off, just before I go to bed, I put on my multivitamin patch. And that's the last patch that I use for the day. So my vitamins alone may need their own video. So you know what? I may go ahead and do that on Friday, is record and upload that video on my vitamins and supplements and stuff like that, so you can see what I changed to and why I changed to that. So yeah, that's about it. I'm going to cut this video off. We're almost pushing 20 minutes, and I still need to add in, and, you know, the clips of the actual tests and stuff like that. So as always, guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for the new subscribers. You are most welcome here. If you're going through your own TTC journey, God bless you. All faith, love, and prayers to you in your journey. Hopefully you get your BFP super fast, super soon. Here's to all of us with our 2020 babies. I'm going to claim it, not just for myself, but for you as well. And as always, keep the faith and stay positive. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.